So now I'd like to know a little bit about how you accommodate to once you're there. Once you're there, it's a very different environment. And, as a student, how do you deal with such a change? And what are some of the challenges that you faced?
For that, I have installed a Google Translate. So I just go and keep scanning the words to understand, to translate it into English. But I would say, in terms of the weather, it is a bit challenging.
Hello and welcome everyone to today's podcast of Skilled Sapiens. We at Skilled Sapiens believe in igniting the potential within every individual and help you get evolved with us. I am your host Prerna, and joining us today is Rajib. He is currently pursuing MBA in Strategy and Consulting from the Berlin School of Economics and Law, and he is also pursuing a dual degree in MBA IB from SIIB at the same time. So let's hear his exciting journey from Rajib himself. Hello, Rajib. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here in your platform. So I'm Rajiv Kar, currently pursuing my MBA in Strategy and Consulting from Berlin School of Economics and Law. And basically, I'm doing a dual degree over here, and I'm a student of Symbiosis Institute of International Business in Pune, where I was currently pursuing international business with a focus of supply chain management. So before that, I was working as a project engineer mechanical at Doha, Qatar for like 28 months. And I have done my bachelor's in mechanical engineering, so got that opportunity to work for FIFA World Cup projects. So I was dealing with couple of projects over there and had a great experience in Qatar, which also helped me in aligning my goals. And apart from my professional studies and technicalities, I'm also a Rajya Puraskar in Bharat Scout and Guides and a national level handball player. So yeah, that's about me in a brief. Thank you.
Wow, you have a vast experience in so many different fields. That is so great to know. So, Rajiv, I'd like to ask you. You chose foreign exchange. You went to Germany as a foreign exchange student, and you're doing this dual degree. So, why did you choose it, and why particularly Germany?
Yeah, actually, to be honest with you, it is not started from the last year. Actually, it has started when I was got placed in Qatar. Actually, when I was working in Qatar. Actually, I was also dealing with the export and import of my company's products with the clients. So as well as my suppliers also. So I have already developed an inquisitiveness to how to understand how this international trade or international business happens between countries. So that led me to do MBA in international business at SIIB Pune. So while into the first semester of SIIB, I got a email from one of our faculty. There is an exchange program that's going to be with Berlin's Economics and Law. So I thought that would be a very good opportunity for me to align my goals, working abroad, then then MBA in international business specialization, and again getting opportunity to study in Germany is again international exposure for me. So that's how the dots get connected, and that's how I thought my goals and my may align to understand how the international era actually works.
Really? And like, why particularly Germany? Is there anything like special? How did you choose your college in Germany?
Yeah, like to let you know, actually, in Germany is very famous for its public university, which are like very much course driven and a practical oriented approach they have over here. So when I was just researching about the universities over in Germany, and particularly the Berlin School of Economics and Law, I really find it very much interesting and to know that the practicality approach study in Germany actually. To support this point, I will let you know that currently I am also working with Motorola Solutions as a strategy project also. So like we have a subject of strategy management, and along with that, we are also working with Motorola Solutions, who is our client, to understand, to position, to make a strategy for them to analyze how AI can be introduced in their public safety organization. So that is the main focus of me choosing Germany, which is practical oriented study. Uh, so that's why I would say Germany would be my best choice.
That is great that you have all of this knowledge that you can apply. Absolutely great. So maybe if you could let our viewers know a little about the procedure of how to, go for this amazing opportunity abroad, a little about the process.
For me, actually, I have to upload all my documents and for the application in the German university. Then when it got approved, then I have to apply for the visa appointment at the VF center in Mumbai. So when I got the appointment, I all my documents ready with me. I attended the appointment, and after maybe within 10 days or so, I got the visa. And between that, there is a process of APS. So in that APS, you have to be verifying all your documents from the government of India, which in collaboration with government of Germany, which is like recently introduced. This is a very procedure for me because I got visa in 10 days. Those students, aspiring students want to study in Germany actually, they have to, because in Germany, or basically in European countries, they have 2 year, like they do it in 2 times a year. One is the winter semester, which starts from October intake. Second is the March, which is the summer semester. So you have to be prepared before 6 8 months, and you have to start applying to the university. To apply to the university, you'll get either rejection letter. Basically, if you are lucky enough, be getting acceptance from them, and you will be having, maybe some universities have interviews with the candidate who is applying. So once this procedure get finished, when you accept it, then all you can start your visa process, your appointment APS process, and you can go forward.
Okay. You made that entire process seem very simple. Thank you for that. And I just wanted to ask, is there any particular exam maybe that anybody has to apply for if you want to study in Germany, or maybe is there anything related to the German language? Is there any such exam?
Yeah, actually, for example, if you are studying in a German university, which is totally in English way of classes, or English way of having your lectures, then you need to have your English exams, maybe IELTS or maybe TOEFL, which is depending upon the university's choices. But in terms of German language, I would say that it is really a must for us, because when you are studying in a German university, then you definitely need to know at least some basic Germans to to make your staying a fruitful one. For me, it was not necessary, but in my last semester, during the winter semester, I already got the A1 certificate. I already did the course. But if you are planning to stay longer in Germany for your masters, or if you want to work, I would say it is a mandatory. And the language is like not that difficult to understand, though you can understand it from the various online courses also, or even the German universities over here also offer you courses which are like free of cost for you. So you need to know German.
Okay. So that is all about getting to Germany, and you made the process seem very easy for our viewers. So now I'd like to know a little bit about how you accommodate to once you're there. Once you're there, it's a very different environment. And, as a student, how do you deal with such a change? And what are some of the challenges that you faced?
Uh, So when I came here, it was pretty easy for me, I would say, because I have to like I got into the university. I get along with the university courses and structures very easily because they are well structured, which is one of the main reason. And secondly, in terms of your colleagues or your students, or you would say friends, they are like really open-minded. I have never felt any kind of discrimination or any kind of racism as I come from India.
Yeah.
So they are really proud of the way India is actually going in the last 5 to 6 years. So there are huge respect for the Indians over. So to accommodate over in that sense, there is not difficulty. But when you go for your grocery shopping, or maybe if you want to go out somewhere, then you have to make your comments at the peak, because you need to understand each and every item, which is because every will be written in German, where
Yeah.
whichever supermarket you go. So you have to deal with that. So I have for that I have installed a Google Translate. So I just go and keep scanning the words to understand, to translate it into English. But I would say, in terms of the weather, it is a bit challenging, because when you come in the winter semester, it was like really gray here. We as an Indian come from a country where you always sight sunlights and light over like throughout the day. Here, it was a gray sky, not much of sunny, and the weather is kind of a dull weather, so you have to deal with that. And some suggested me that you should take vitamin D tablets, but that don't require that. But it was in terms of when you have to, it would be a bit challenging, you have to deal with that.
Okay. There's some very useful suggestions that I'm sure our viewers would find helpful. So, another question that I really wanted to ask you was that you mentioned that the weather is not very, sunny and people. So, I just wanted to ask, if a student studying there gets sick, for example, are there any medical funds that are also kept for this thing? Maybe by the institute or.
No, it is not by the institute. But the thing is that if you are coming into the Germany, then it's mandatory for all of the people of Germany that you have to be insured by a public or a private health insurance. So
Okay.
a certain amount of euros that deducted from your bank account every month, which is for me is 120 euros. So each month deducted from your account, and you will be insured by the health insurance. So there will be nearby hospitals, and when you go for any kind of check or any kind of health related issues, then they will be, you just have to show your health insurance card at the reception, and everything else will be taken care of. It is a mandatory for everyone who Germany to have a public or a private health insurance.
Okay, thank you so much. That is a very vital information you just shared with us. And another thing I really want to know is that the university that you're studying right now, have you gotten any financial aid or any scholarship as such? Is there any way to apply for them, particularly for Indian nationals, perhaps?
Yeah, like there is an organization named as DAAD, who looks after into the scholarship for the students who come to Germany. For that, actually, I was getting scholarship for 4 months. Like I am here for 1 year. So for the, I'm not getting scholarship for the complete 1 year. Yeah, I am getting at least for 4 months. So like there is a standard scholarship amount that should be given to the children, like to the students who get into G based on the selection procedure. Once you're selected to get a scholarship, then there is one part amount which is 54 euros that you will be get paid off. So you will be in getting scholarship for that. But when we talk about the financial, how you maintain your finances over here, apart from your scholarship, also you will find a lot of students over here who will be doing part-time jobs.
Okay.
And like they have a culture in Germany or mostly in European countries and Western culture, they have this working student culture or a part-time job concept where because your university will be like for 3 days or maximum to maximum 4 days or even 2 days sometimes also. So per week. So balance, you can have balance days of the week you can go to a work, and there are many such websites who keeps on like we have Naukri.com or LinkedIn or something with the same they have here, Indeed and LinkedIn. So people, students apply through that, and like there are main two types of part-time jobs over here. One is the official part-time jobs that you can get and apply in offices in corporate sector where in your area of study, and the second you can apply at a supermarket, for example, or maybe a warehouse or maybe a kindergarten. So there are these jobs available for students. I see like every lot of students goes to work. So the finances can be taken care of if you are not getting scholarship by the part-time jobs over here. If we are willing to do.
Okay, that is a very interesting piece of information you just shared. And now that you mentioned jobs, there's another question I'd like to ask. You know that we have this kind of a global recession going on, and right now it is difficult, in fact, to find jobs. And in India is facing a difficulty in that sector as well. So living there in Germany, have you like till can you feel that kind of a pressure there, or is it easy to find jobs even at this moment?
Actually, for the working student kind of job or maybe some part-time jobs, it is easier to get. But when you think of a long-term working condition, if you want to stay over here for long-term purpose and you are applying for an official kind of job, so I keep on. I'm also there in some of the Facebook groups. Like there are many Facebook groups of Indians who's in here in Berlin. So I sometimes see messages in that Facebook group that they are like some people are losing their jobs and they are not getting jobs from last months or 6 months. So with global recession is also affecting Germany, and getting jobs in your area of interest is not that easy. Though there are jobs, but it demands again, as I have mentioned, it demands German have to be at least B1 or B2 or C1 even. You have to be having that certificate with you, and you have to be like really skillful in your domain. So it is not impossible, but it is bit difficulty in current scenario.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And now a little bit about the study environment over there. Having studied both here and there in MBA itself, do you find any stark differences between the teaching methods?
Yes, there is a like that I would say a big difference in the teaching way as compared to Germany. Both the educational system has their own merits and demerits, advantages and disadvantages. But one good thing in India is I would find that in India we are studying, like we are actually studying a lot.
Right.
When it terms of the number of subjects that we have, the number of areas that we are touching up into. Like for example, I would say like in our first semester there in SIIB Pune, we had around 16 subjects.
Right.
But as compared to here in like in the first or the winter semester, I had only 6 subjects,
Oh,
6 lectures. So it was like, so in terms of education, in terms of knowledge, I would say India is ahead. But when it comes to the practicality or industry oriented study, that is good in Germany. Here you work with a company why your study is going on. So it gives you hands-on experience of actually the industry performs, or what is the actual industry standards, or what is the actual industry demanding for. So that is a good thing here in Germany. But in terms of knowledge, in terms of the versatility of the lectures or subjects that we are getting, India is much as compared to Germany.
okay. That is very good to know. You had a very, a non-biased perspective on this. Thank you for that. And another question I'd ask is that when, a lot of people feared that they would, have this, being alone and maybe not having friends to collaborate with. At any point, did you feel alone over there, or was it easy for you to intermingle with the different cultures?
I would say that definitely when you stay away from your family, then you are sometimes you feel alone. But like when you say that when you consider your friends over there, it is easy to make friends over here because they like everyone in here and the same situation that you are in. So
Right.
everyone here came as a student and nobody knows no one over here. Every face is a new face for you. So it is bit easy for you to like get friends with the Indians over here. And when it comes to the cultural like the cultural barriers, I would say it is not that difficult to get mingle with persons from other culture if you are but you have to be open minded, you have to be accept their culture because you are in Germany, you cannot like really rely on the culture that you have in India, so you have to adjust over here. But for me it was like very easy for me because I already stayed in a country in Qatar, so I had, because it is an Islamic country, so they have a different culture. In India we had a different culture, and when I come over here, so I know that this will be going to be a different culture for me, so I was totally ready for that. And like honestly, I have friends from Germany, I have friends from Italy, from Slovenia, then I have friends from who are from Finland, from Poland, and from Lebanon, some like Middle East countries also. So it is very much easy to get mingled with communities or cultures from different worlds. So it's not that difficult, but you have to be open minded for that.
Right, right. Well, Rajib, another question I'd like to ask you is that you went to Qatar as a fresh graduate and now you're in Germany pursuing masters. So, in your level of self-confidence or maybe your adaptability, do you think that Qatar experience helped you in this one?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Qatar experience always help you in your life ahead. So yeah, Qatar experience was a bit very much helpful for me to stay in Germany in terms of time difference or to adjusting to a new culture or making friends in a new city, adjusting to their, like when I was in Qatar, I have to adjust with the working culture over there. When I come to Germany, I have to adjust the academic culture or the educational culture over here. And so it helped me a lot actually in terms, because already prepared my mind. Okay, this will be the challenges you will be facing in Germany. So which is like I got that opportunity to think of all the possible difficulties that I'll be facing. So yeah, it had really helped a lot.
That is so great to know. And lastly, I'd like to ask you, is there any specific advice that you would like to give our viewers on how to make this experience for them easier?
Yeah. So like if I say from my bottom of my heart, then I would say to your viewers that India is a great country by the way. So because I have realized it many a times after staying abroad. So there are a lot of opportunities in India itself, and you can be a great leader, you can be a good great people, a great person in India itself. And India has a lot to offer to you, so always try to be focused to your own country. But if you want to explore how I am currently exploring, though my I don't know how my future is written, but I would definitely would love to serve my own country. But if you want to explore the different diversities of the world, I would say that always be smart, uh, always grab the opportunities that you are getting, because opportunity comes once only. So you have to be always keep your eyes open to grab the opportunity that you are getting. And when you get the opportunity, you should understand that if you are here because someone is not here, so you have to make 200% effort achieve what you are trying to achieve. So, and say always process, not on the result. Always make your process beautiful. Always make your process a fruitful one. Automatically, things will fall back in your way. Make and always, I always do believe that enjoy the process that you are in. Don't get stressed by getting or not getting the end result, or whether you will be able to achieve what you're trying to achieve. And finally, I would say that always dream of a I would say a higher prospect. Always have that dream, so that either you achieve it, or you achieve it more than what you have thought of, or like maximum you will be like 9% achieving your dream. But if you don't dream big, your achievement will also fall under some category. So that's all from my end. Hopefully you all have a great future ahead.
Wow, those are some really great words of wisdom. Thank you so much for sharing your journey and all of your experiences with us. I'm sure all of our viewers will find this extremely, extremely helpful. So thank you again so much for being the amazing guest that you are. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you so much, Prerna. It was a nice talking to you. Thank you.
Absolutely, likewise. And so, guys, that is a wrap for today. Thank you so much for joining the podcast. And if you liked it, please subscribe to our channel and leave a comment down below. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye and keep learning. Thank you.